Gradually, more wine was drunk. The two grew more and more intimate in their words. The beauty urged him to drink again with a large cup. The scholar excused himself, saying he was drunk. But the beauty urged him even more fervently. The scholar said with a smile, "If you sing a song for me, I'll drink it." The beauty did not refuse. At once, she tapped the zither with her ivory clapper and sang, "At dusk, I shed my lingering makeup." Outside the window, the west wind chills through the gauze. Listening to the sound of banana leaves, a burst of fine rain falls. Where can I idle and chatter with someone? I gaze across the autumn waters, but you do not return home, tears streaming like hemp fibers. At once missing him, at once hating him, holding a red embroidered shoe to cast a love divination. After singing, she said with a smile, "This is a common folk song from the streets. I fear it may defile your ears, but since it's popular, I forced myself to imitate it." Her voice was soft and charming, her manner flirtatious. The scholar's heart was stirred, unable to control himself. After a while, the beauty feigned drunkenness and left the table. The scholar also stood up, following her as she went away. A long time passed, and neither returned. The maidservant, tired, dozed off leaning against the corridor. The wife sat alone, lonely, without company. Her heart was full of anger and resentment, hard to bear. She thought of sneaking home, but in the dim night, she could not remember the way she came. Her mind wavered, unable to decide, so she rose to go and steal a look. As soon as she approached the window, she faintly heard the sounds of a man and woman in passion. Listening more closely, she heard her husband recounting every intimate detail of the ways he had been close with her in the past. All was spoken without holding back. When the wife heard this, her hands trembled and her heart shook. She could barely bear it. She thought to herself, it might be better to run out the door and jump into a ditch to die. Just as she was angrily about to leave, she suddenly saw her younger brother Sanlang arriving on horseback. He quickly dismounted to ask what was wrong, and the wife told him everything that had happened. Sanlang was furious and immediately went back with his sister. They barged straight into that house, only to find the door tightly shut. The sound of talking on the pillow was still murmuring. Sanlang lifted a stone as big as a peck measure and smashed it toward the window. Several window bars broke. The person inside shouted, "The young master's head is broken. What do we do?" When the wife heard this, she was so terrified she burst into tears and said to her brother, "I didn't tell you to kill my husband. What do we do now?" Sanlang glared and said, "You came crying and nagging to get me here. I've just vented this anger in my chest, and now you're protecting your man and blaming your brother. I won't be bossed around by you, girl." He turned to leave. The wife grabbed his clothes and said, "If you don't take me, where am I supposed to go?" Sanlang pushed his sister to the ground, freed himself, and left. The wife suddenly woke up, realizing it was all a dream. After a day passed, the scholar indeed returned, riding a white mule. The wife found it strange but said nothing. That night, the scholar also had a dream. The events in the dream were exactly the same as what the wife had described. The two were both shocked and bewildered. Soon after, Saburo heard that his brother-in-law had returned from afar and came to visit him. During their conversation, he said to the scholar, "Last night I dreamed of your return, and today you really are back. What a strange thing." The scholar said with a smile, "It's a good thing I wasn't crushed to death by a big rock." Saburo asked in surprise what had happened. The scholar told him about his dream. Saburo was also very astonished, because that night, Saburo too had dreamed of his sister crying and telling him her story. He threw the rock in anger. The dreams of the three people were exactly the same. It was just that they didn't know who that beautiful woman really was.